Hello, players and patricians. My name is TWEWY, and welcome back to The World Ends With You, where we pick up where we left off at the end of the second day, heading into the third. What is this place? It's dark? Is it nighttime? No, I'm indoors. Wait, the girl! She's gone. Because of me. Again, this is supposed to be displayed vertically. I need to get out of here. Where's the exit? If I use this pin for a light... Huh? It doesn't work. So I can't use pins. Oh, well, I'll just have to feel my way around. Resume the game after having quit and turned off the power, and pins Neku is wearing will gain PP. PP. Power points for the time you were away, up to 7 days. So this is one of the DS-specific mechanics, among many in this game, where it kind of encourages you to take these short play sessions, which is why the game is split up into, like, days and chapters. The way that it is, so that you can play through a chapter, then you turn it off, leave it for a while, and come back to it. And it gives you, like, lock off and lock on bonuses and stuff like that. And of course, there's also a massive street pass mechanic, including, there's some pins that can, like, pins can evolve and turn into other pins as you level them up. And some pins will only evolve if you give them certain kinds of power points. So some pins will only evolve if you turn off the DS and leave it for 7 days, or alternatively, just set the clock forward 7 days. And some will only work if you get Street Pass, and some will only work if you do another thing. It's a whole bastard of a thing, but if you really want to have like a super optimized build in this game, then at least back in the day, you kind of had to do Street Pass and stuff, which I know some crazy people just bought a second DS and like did Street Pass with themselves, but anyway, that doesn't happen to me right now. Huh? Footsteps. Somebody's coming this way. Oh, it's so dark. Where am I? Show yourself. Ah! You. Neku! You scared the crap out of me! Don't do that! I scared you? Where the hell have you been? It was dark. I was looking for a way out. Must have tripped half a dozen times. Time to try this again. Neku, pins only work when we fight noise. Really? Well, with a few exceptions. Like psychokinesis. Well, it's dark. You should be more careful. You kidding? I already found the exit. Then why didn't you leave? I'm not going anywhere without you. Come on, I'm not that useless, am I? Don't do anything dumb like wander off. Excuse me? Which one of us has been acting dumb? What are you waiting for? Do what comes naturally. Save yourself, screw everybody else, right? Don't, Neku, don't kill me. Which is also why you get these recap episodes where we, like, recap the plot that happened, like, 2 minutes ago in terms of real game time. I have to. Now, let's see some results. Hey, that's enough of that.
What?
Who are you? Sister. You gotta play by the rules. Making erase your partner in the mission is a clear violation. It is? I know that. I was just having a little post-game fun. What? 1 mission per day. That's the rule. And only game masters can pick the missions. I know that too, but I'm not the game master, which means this wasn't a mission. Which means I didn't break any rules. And then start walking, sister. Your work's done for the day. For a player, you know a lot about our rules. You tricked me. All that about letting me out of the game? That was all a lie. Like, that is so rude. I do not lie. If I raced you, that's still letting you out of the game. You totally ruined all my fun. Time to call it a day. We can play some more another time. Thank you so much. We owe you our lives, Mr. Hanakoma. Sune Hanakoma. Think of me as a sort of guardian. I watch the game to make sure shady types don't start bending the rules. That Reaper tricked us. You mean she tricked you? You ignored the young lady, fell into a trap, and very nearly snuffed her out for good. If you think you can do everything by yourself, you're in for some hard lessons. Now, apologize to the young lady. Excuse me? Hard feelings don't make for good teamwork. You want to survive or not? Go on. Sorry. Neku. Forget it. I'm over it. I mean, you didn't... She made you do it, right? And I should have stood up for myself better. So let's just put it behind us. Actually, I think you should punch him in the face and, slap him. Do something to inflict upon him the kind of pain and trauma and fear that he just endured. But anyway. There, problem solved. Now listen up, you two. There's only one way to stay alive in this Shibuya. Trust your partner. Especially you, Phones. Phones? You know what trust is, right? Partnership is essential to surviving the game. Alone, you face limitations, but partner up, and you can smash right through them. Same goes for when you fight the noise. You may think you're alone, but you're not. Your partner's in the other zone, sharing your energy. So you gotta sync up and send that energy back and forth. You won't sync up unless you open up. Talk to her. Tell her how you're feeling. Lay it on her. That's the fastest way to get something across. He's right, Neku. Look, I know I hold you back. I'm not that good at psychs. But still, I want to win at this game. And I want us to do it together. So tell me what you're thinking. I just want to understand you. Neku? I want to understand me too. But I don't. What? I can't remember anything but my name. I woke up in the intersection with no clue how I got there. No clue why I'm part of this stupid game. I don't know anything. Because I can't remember anything. But that means what? You have amnesia? Sorry to hear it, boss. That's rough. I can't believe you've lost your memory. You could have told me sooner. I didn't know. It did strike me as kind of strange that you knew nothing about Shibuya or the game. What, like you do? Well, I don't know everything, but... Anyway, we got lucky. Thanks to Mr. Hanakoma and his advice, I feel like you and I could finally talk. And he gave us that awesome pin. Ah! That almost gave me a heart attack. Hey, you dropped your phone. Ah, don't touch it, I got it! Nice photo. You looked? Well, the screen was face up. That's my friend. She was in my class. So, all those times? Yeah, I was looking at this. And you yell at me for keeping secrets. It's just a photo, you don't need to... Look, Neku, the mission mail! Huh? She's covering? What else does she have to hide? Defeat the master of A East. You have 360-minute fail and face erasure of the Reapers. Ow! Ah, the timer. Guess we'd better get started. Okay. Today's mission has something to do with A East. A East? It's the name for a concert space. I've been there a bunch of times. You seem to know Shibuya pretty well. Of course, I hang out here all the time. Follow me, I'll take you to A East. The exit's right over there. So now we have difficulty options. We can play a normal, as we do right now, or we can play on easy mode. Now, easy, the difficulty levels are basically part of, like, everything you see here. Is in the lower right, is all stuff that's designed to influence this number right here, which is the drop rate from enemies that you fight. So if you set your level down, if I voluntarily decrease my level and thereby decrease my health, I increase the drop rate, which means enemies will drop more pins and items. And the same thing goes for if I set the game to easy, that can lower the drop rate. But also if you go on hard mode, which is something that you unlock later, then you can increase the drop rate that way as well.
Wait a sec.
What now?
We're here.
You mean we were inside A East the whole time? You know,
How was I supposed to tell? They had all the lights off. We're ahead of schedule, so no griping. Now let's go defeat that master. Once we, find it.
it's too dark to see anything inside.
Then we better take care of the lights. Otherwise, we're more likely to trip over it than defeat it.
How do we restore power? Somebody around here must know. And again, I love, like, look at the way this game messes with perspective. Again, like, you see all the telephone lines and poles, and look at the parallax scrolling that they've got going on with the various details in the foreground as well. And it's all about manipulating the player's sense of depth. And this wouldn't work, by the way, if the artwork wasn't as hyper-stylized as it is. Between the various characters, like that have these really distorted, and it must be said, incredibly skinny look that is like, but it wouldn't work without that. Like, to have this hyper-stylized Shibuya with the buildings like lean in on each other, and this stuff is clearly meant to be like columns that are like way taller than a person, and again, like, Neku looks like he barely fits through that door. But it all works together so well and so uniquely. And there's so many subtle parallax scrolling effects as well. If you look at the buildings over here, you see that, like, they very slightly parallax scroll next to the boutique here, La Pain Angélique. Huh? I thought no one could see us.
What, did you forget, Nico? It's like Mr. Hanakoma said. Inside places with that decal, we become visible so we can do some shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Good day. Your taste is impeccable.
So,
Thank you very much.
yes. We done? Okay, good. So we can't afford to buy anything right now because we've got $0 dollars. And even if I sold some of the pins I have in my inventory, I don't think I'd be able to afford to buy anything. And even if I could buy it, my characters probably wouldn't be able to wear any of these. Well, actually, Shiki could probably wear this. So what we have here is the bravery requirement. And this is one of the things I really like about the game. We'll discuss it later a little bit. But, like, there's special requirements for being able to use different types of equipment, and we'll get into that more later. And then some equipment can only be purchased with a quest, which is to say that you need to gather a certain amount of materials and bring them in and trade it. For example, this one we need to buy the shirt and arm warmers in order to trade it in along with durable leather and rare metal for the dress itself, which is a fairly powerful item, but not obtainable by us at this moment. Anyway. Oh yeah, one other thing. You saw how when I, like, clicked over one of the things, she told me its ability? There. If Shiki wears this, her attack increases, regularly restores HP throughout battles, but in exchange you stop receiving power points, etc. Every single outfit has an ability, and the higher your friendship score with the clerk at the places, you can see that over on the left, the FSG, the friendship gauge, the more abilities they'll tell you about, and also it unlocks other stuff and things. And you just gotta spend a bunch of money. So, like, as you can tell, layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of systems go into this game, which is one of the things that is typified. I'm thinking of games like Dream Drop Distance as well. A lot of the output that comes out of especially Tetsuya Nomura's directorial work has this, like, multi-layer, like, incredibly multi-layered set of systems just mashed on top of each other, but all of them kind of subordinate to the main combat mechanics. Let's talk about that in a sec. What the hell is he? We gotta rehearse. What's that guy grumbling about? Hey, perfect. You too. Huh?
Can we help you?
Hey, wait a sec. Think you could do a guy a favor?
Sure, if we can be of any help.
Shh, what are you?
Let's hear him out. Sometimes all people need is a good listener. We might even be able to solve his problem. Don't worry, I promise I'll say no.
If not, don't worry. I promise I'll say no. You sap. Look at the bigger picture. My band's supposed to play here in a few hours, but the tech's been gone all day. Could you go look for him? I gotta stay here and hold down the fort. Man, where the hell did that slacker go?
So, this tech's part of the concert crew?
That's right. He's in a black tee, got a lanyard around his neck. Without him, we're screwed.
Why can't you go find him?
Because I got a concert. I can't go wandering off. The name's 77 Zeppelin. 777 specifically.
777. No way! Like 777 Death March vocalist and rising superstar 777?
Oh, you heard of us. Rock on. We're still totally indie. But one day, we're gonna start a rock revolution. Just waiting. Yeah.
Whoa, are you alright?
Yeah, my throat's just sore. I had to shout a lot during load-in. It's hard to get anything set up without the tech.
Oh, you poor thing.
No tech, no show, huh? So if we find the guy, you can rehearse if we find your man? Of course, it's that or call off the show. So how about it? Will you see if you can find him?
We want to help, but we don't really have time, do we?
Sure, we'll do it.
What? We will?
Yep. Thanks, man. You rock. If you see him, tell him to haul it back to A East. I'll be here waiting. Okay. Stop laughing.
Sorry, I've just never seen you act so nice.
She still doesn't get it. If the tech comes back, he can turn on the lights.
Oh, duh, Neko, that's brilliant!
Plus, that 777 guy, he's a...
Now we can help 777 and finish the mission.
He's a what, I wonder? Okay, he won't remove that wall. So you must remove that wall. One past this wall, then defeat these noise.
Another wall.
No big deal. We know how to handle it now.
Hey, why don't we try that pin?
Oh, the one Mr. Hanakoma gave us? More tutorials! Okay, phones. In order your growth as a human being, and as friendship safe from the rocks, I'm gonna give you a little advice and a little gift. Make sure you remember it all. Okay, but first, could you remember my name? Mr. Hanakoma, it's Neku, not phones. Huh? Right, sorry, Neku, my bad. I got it now. I wonder. So, let's start with some Q&A. You got questions, I got answers. To win the Reaper's game, you must complete 7 missions, 1 each day.
So, is it true that if we don't, we'll be erased?
Well, only if you all fail, to be precise.
Huh?
You two aren't the only players. If any one player completes the mission, you all do.
Then we don't have to play.
Aha, but if you think like that and ignore the missions, then we all wind up erased. Furthermore, the Reapers grade the players. Grade us? Naturally, you get points for finishing a mission.
But what are the grades for?
On the 7th day, you'll know. Just clear the missions. You'll be glad you did. What are the Reapers? Their main jobs are running the game and testing the players. So, like that sister who gave you trouble before. They'll get in the player's way from time to time.
She was such a creep.
So, they're like some kind of group? Yes, very sharp phones. You seen the guys in red by the walls? They're Reapers too. I knew it.
Whoa, really? But the guys by the walls never attacked us.
Not all Reapers are cut from the same cloth. Some are Harriers, others are just support. The wall Reapers are support. They won't attack you. All they do is issue conditions to pass the walls.
So they don't fight.
The Harriers, on the other hand, hunt players for a living. It's not just their job, either. If they don't dispatch noise, erase players, and score points, they get erased. So, we're their lunch. Everybody's gotta eat, kiddo.
Mr. Hanakoma, who are you?
What, me? Alright, I'll tell you a little. The name's Sonny Hamakoma, born March 3rd, blood type A. I'm a Pisces and one hip cafe barista, mister.
I didn't ask for your personal ad.
I'm a big gambler. My favorite word? Windfall. Natto gets my tummy rumbling.
Like I said.
As for my physical dimension, stop.
Please. So, you run a cafe? I thought you said you were a guardian.
Yeah, the cafe is like a hobby. Totally hip, right?
Yeah, I think it's cool. What?
Drop by my place if you get the chance. I'll give you the best cup of joe you ever had. In exchange for cash money, of course.
What kind of invite is that? This is Shibuya, right?
You bet, but not your Shibuya. It's an alternate Shibuya we call the UG.
UG?
As in, underground. The UG is one big chessboard for the Reaper's game.
You expect us to believe that?
And the Shibuya you come from is called the RG, the real ground.
So we're in another world?
Isekai! No. Aw. The RG and UG exist in the same space. What you see is the RG, the real deal. The UG is run by the composer.
Who's that?
Shibuya's supervisor.
Shibuya has a supervisor?
Right. I can't say anything more on that subject. It's classified, you dig? Now, for that gift I promised. In honor of you two making up.
What is that pin? It's blank. What's its psych?
This one's a little different. It takes two people to use. It only works against the noise when you two are in complete sync. The more you get in sync, the more you fuse your energy. The stronger the psych this puppy will unleash. You got talent phones. You can use a much wider range of psychs than the others. Learn to cooperate and you might be able to use this one too.
Yeah, you're great at psychs. Way better than me.
You think? There, see? You take good care of that.
Let's try it and get it to work, Niku. But I can't use it by myself. I'm supposed to sync up with her? Not happening. What good's a powerful pin if I can't use it?
Just to be clear, you need more than talent to use that. Take somebody with style. If you catch my drift, I'll use it.
And please, my name's Neku, not Phones.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that. I got it now, Phones.
Neku, he's messing with you.
Okay, here comes more tutorial.
He was quite a character, huh? And with really bad names. What a nice guy, giving us that pin. And fun to talk to. I'll give you that. Something about him just pulls you in. Not sure why, but I kind of want to talk to him some more. Neku, let's try the pin. So I have to sync up with her. Right? What's wrong? Oh, I know. You forgot how it works, right? You're hopeless. Let's see. First we have to fight in sync. And that's where this all goes to hell. Then, once we got a groove going, this pin will activate and you can use it. Great explanation. Neku, you're such a dick. Ready to give it a shot?
Yeah, sure. Let me show you.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Come on. So here's how Shiki's system works. At the top of Shiki's screen are 3 ESP cards. Guess each card's symbol from right to left. Even if you guess wrong, the symbol you pick will reveal its location. Remember it. As you fight, try to guess what each card is by navigating through her combo map to a symbol. Guess right to earn stars, gather enough and a large pin will appear, touch it to activate Neku and Shiki's fusion. Fusion damages all enemies and refills a little bit of your health. All of which is good and fine. Let me show you how it works in practice. So, there's the circle. And so, the trouble with this is you need to pay attention to what her combo map actually shows. Which I personally find to be really irritating. But the pin in the top right corner activates, and you get this big super attack, and you can start doing damage to everyone. And the trouble with it is that in order to, like, because even when you guess wrong, like the tutorial said, the symbol still reveals where it is in the sequence, so you need to keep your eye on the top screen while you're doing the thing with Shiki, while you keep your eye on the bottom screen while you're maneuvering Neku around in order to dodge damage, and it's like a whole thing. I have played this game a lot. I have never, ever gotten the hang of like, doing the combo maps for the partner characters, and Shiki's is the easy one. Like, that's the one where it's kind of easy to get stars and actually get the fusion attack off. There are other partners, and they don't get any easier. Oh, Lord.
So, did you get a hang of it, or do you want to practice some more?
That's enough.
If we work together, we should get a ton of use out of this.
Objective met. All clear. So all combat in this game is basically voluntary. So usually the way I fight with Shiki is I just reflectively just press one direction and mash it. And because the symbols change on her combo map each time, ah, damn it, there's a pretty good chance that you'll find one of the symbols eventually and get the stars out of it. Anyway, because combat in this game is entirely voluntary, like, you don't ever have to do it except for the boss fights and, like, the event battles that you have to do to clear walls and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna spend some time off camera doing grinds when it becomes necessary, which it will every once in a while. My throat's all scratchy. I must have caught a cold or something. Just great. How am I gonna regale people with my totally angelic voice? See, I don't think I need that information just yet. Man, screw the concert. Can they hire another tech?
Hey, Neku, did you hear that?
Yep, looks like we found our man. Guess he's on strike. You picked the right noodle bar to hide in. Empty in the middle of lunch hour? I tell you, I got stage presence. I'm not the behind-the-scenes type, okay? Well, just remember, son, the future's a clean slate and you're the chalk. Now have a hot bowl of ramen and cheer. Oh, hey, where'd he go? I can't win. Young people just won't eat old-fashioned noodles. Dang it, Bobby. Gonna give him a Hank Hill voice. Terrible Hank Hill voice, because, as you may know if you've watched my Final Fantasy IX playthrough, I absolutely can't do southern accents to save my life. I apologize to the entire American South for what I'm about to do to their dialect.
Neku, the tech just took off.
What? Damn it. I don't care if we have to drag him back to East. Anyway, food, that's a whole other thing. Okay, let me just... Yes, Neku and his partner can eat food items to boost their sync rate or raise other stats. Use the items menu to eat food. Every food item takes a certain number of bites to digest. Fighting battles after eating burns bites. Fully digest the food for an attack, defense, or other stat bonus. Think carefully about what to eat. Characters can only digest 24 bites per day in real time. Once the date changes, this number will be reset and they'll be ready to eat another 24 bites. I just can't deal anymore. Wish I could curl up and forget all this.
Wow, talk about your negative vibes. He'll never come back with us now.
Yes, he will. He has to.
He seems so down. I wonder what's on his mind.
That's a not so subtle hint that you should read his mind. Food. Okay, let's explain food. Okay. But first, I'm just gonna sell some pins so I can have a little money, so I can actually buy. Oh, hang on. So I can actually buy some food. Let me show you how this works. So, different foods has different statistics and different prices, obviously. This one goes down in 8 bytes. You may remember I only have 24 per actual in real life day. Eat this to boost your synchronization rate by 45%. Once you digest it by fighting battles, your maximum HP will increase by 5. This one increases my attack stat by 1 and increases my boost rate by 30%, which is less. This one increases my defense. This one increases my bravery. And bravery is one that is actually kind of important to work on. So we're going to grab a couple of these. There we go. And our friendship level with the guy goes up. So now we can buy instant noodles from him if we have a 100 yen pin. We don't have that. But also, there are some shopkeepers that don't sell clothes, but they'll still be able to tell you the special abilities of clothes that you are wearing if you have a high enough friendship rating with them. So you buy a bunch of clothes, you don't know what they do, so you go around to all the shops and check in with all the shopkeepers that you're friendly with, and they'll tell you some of the abilities. And the abilities don't activate until you've been told about them, so it's a whole thing.
Thank you.
All of it is in service, generally speaking, of trying to get you to form connections with many people around this world, around the world of Shibuya.
It's edible.
Also, sometimes characters don't like food very much, which is an annoyance. But yeah, here you can see the bytes. I've just spent 16 bytes on this tonkotsu ramen, and after I fight a certain number of battles, I'll gain the stat increase that's listed on the food. But until the food is fully eaten, I can't start them on eating anything else. So it's like, again, it's a whole thing of the game encouraging you to take time away from it in real life as well, so that you don't marathon your way through it. Talk about your sketchy stores. Hey. Hey, kids. Walk around if you want, but I ain't selling. Huh? The stuff in the case, that's special to me. So, like, if you want it, tough. I ain't selling.
Then take it out of the damn case. Neku, let's just browse, okay?
So this store is... It's not a real store. That fuse? Sorry, I ain't selling. That baby's custom made, so, like, fanatics totally dig it. If you had a good reason, I might consider parting with it, but look at you. You totally don't. Cough drops? Sorry, I ain't selling. You can't just buy those in any store. They're, like, totally rare, you dig? How dare you ask me to sell you one? It's your first visit, punks. Hey, like, if you had a good reason, I might consider parting with it. But look at you, you totally don't. So, in case you can't tell, you heard the man, I ain't selling. Let's go. In case you can't tell, we need to have a good reason in order to be able to get any other things in that store. We will need some of the things in that store, but... Anyway... Hey, he's surrounded by noise.
You're right. It's like he's possessed.
Man, I feel out of whack. It just gets worse and worse.
We should erase the noise around him.
Watch yourself.
Oof, not a great fight. Huh? What am I doing here? Oh crap, look at the time! I gotta head back to A East!
Good, now he'll head back.
And once he does, we'll have power.
Pretty weird, though, the way he snapped right out of it.
Yeah. You think the noise are out to hijack people's minds?
But then, what about last time? Remember? They erased the people they attacked.
Maybe they're like Reapers, not all caught from the same cloth. Or maybe...
Well, either way, they're not good for you. If we see anyone else possessed, let's get rid of the noise for them.
Okay, Captain Sappy, roger that.
Come on, let's drop by A East. The tech should be back by now.
And so we go. Having solved the problem and finished the quest. Absolutely no problem. Ready to take on whatever boss may be in A. The hell you been? Go get us ready for rehearsal. I'm sorry, 777, but the stage lighting's busted. What? How are we gonna rehearse? No, how are we gonna play the show? I got a repairman working on it. That's why I was out, to pick up a part he needs. Ah, great. Then we're ready to rock. Huh? You got the part, right?
Fine, God.
You Nimrod, go get the part, move it!
Right away. Uh-oh, more trouble?
Hey, domo arigato for finding the tech.
You're welcome, but something wrong?
Yeah, sounds like a lighting's on the fritz. The guy just went hunting for a replacement part. I've been shouting all day long. My throat's killing me.
Guess we're gonna be in the dark a while longer.
I think the tech's got it covered.
Maybe we should check on him.
Indeed. And maybe I should fight another battle or two just to get a little bit of experience going. And also just to get back in the swing of actually controlling this damn game. So Shiki is the big weakness point right now because when enemies attack her, there's quite literally nothing I can do to dodge. Like, I don't have a dodge move or a defense. Eventually she gets one. She gets a defensive move at one point, which is quite powerful if you remember to use it, which often I don't. Ah, level up. Excellent. Level up also heals you, so it can sometimes save you in a pinch. Let's do one more with some wolves. Okay, that's enough. Okay, Mr. Tech Man, where did you go? Oh, wait, did he go north? Tell me he didn't go north. Just gonna buy one of those, since I have the 100 yen pin to buy it with. Not that it's important or anything, I just like having bought things. I ain't selling. Okay. He's not there yet. He will be. You see the fuse that's on the screen in this particular shop. That's the fuse that the tech needs, but first the tech needs to realize that he needs it, which means we need to go and find him. And he's up north, isn't he? Not down south. One past this wall. Then beat two of these, where I can see you. No problemo. There we go. That was a decent fight. Oh, wait. No, there's still one left. So, you can also see here, on the score screen at the end here, this ranking stuff, it applies a multiplier to the amount of PP that you get. It doesn't really matter that much right now, because I'm only getting, like, 4 or 5 power points per battle. But later in the game, those multipliers can really stack up. And it becomes necessary to level up some of the later game pins, obviously. So one weakness of the game's combat system, I think, is that especially early on, mindless aggression, as you can see, is kind of just rewarded. Like, if I just attack over and over and over again, I win the early battles easily. But that's a terrible, terrible, terrible way to play the later ones. Objective met. Walk there. There we go. Now Shiki has a jumping attack. Shiki will jump if you press up on the blah blah. She can even attack in midair. In fact, her combo finishers deal twice as much damage from the air as they do from the ground. And this is the way that the game layers complexity. Like, it starts out relatively simple. Like, if you remember, like, back at the start of the first day, the combat system was really just, like, practically nothing was happening. But it layers on these complexities over and over and over and over again. Like, as the game goes on, so that it doesn't, like, if it had started you out with the full complexity of the combat system and told you, hey, learn this, it would be difficult, which is why I think the difficulty is balanced such that in the early game you can just kind of be mindlessly aggressive and still get away with it. Whereas in the later game, and especially the boss fights, you cannot do that. But, yeah, I have my concerns about it, but...
Hey, look, it's Beat and Rhyme. Let's go say hi.
Why? We're not at a party. What a pain in the... Ugh. Let's see. That one's blocked off. And then we have this place.
Welcome.
So here's one of the
Wonderful,
stupid
sir.
high cost stores. I can't even carry enough money to buy some of this
Wonderful,
stuff.
sir.
And here we have the direct opposite of that. This is Mus Ratus, which is like the cheapo brand. Sandals, basic-ass t-shirts. Anyway, we can finally buy some gear, which is lovely, because we do need, like, any defensive boosts we can get at this point in the game.
Welcome to Sunshine.
And then, obviously, more food.
Thanks. Come again.
So here's the bravery system. You're not brave enough to wear this. You need a higher bravery rating if you're planning to put this on. So you'll notice that Neku has a bravery rating of, like, jack shit. Like, he's got 17 bravery. Shiki, on the other hand, has a bravery of 112, and all of the feminine-coded items in this game, all the feminine-coded clothing and accessories like this tote bag, tend to have much higher bravery requirements than stuff which is masculine-coded. Which is one of the interesting things that this game does, because it basically just says, like, if Neku wants to wear feminine clothing, he just needs to be brave enough to do that. Like, there's no, yo, you can't wear that because you're a boy. You can wear that whatever the hell you want, you just have to have the bravery to do it, which seems to be one of the things that the game is like, that seems to be one of the things that the game kind of has on its mind, that... Like, that's like the difference in between masculine and feminine clothing, is that it just takes more bravery to dress feminine, but not... It doesn't actually take inherent femininity. Which is like, you can do discourse about the problematic aspects of that, but I think it's quite a clever little mechanic. That, like, Shiki, who's also a fashionista, like, Shiki cares a lot more about fashion, she cares a lot more about clothes, while Neku's all, I don't care what anyone thinks of me, ma. Wearing clothes to impress others is stupid, ma. Like that kind of guy. And so it also makes sense from a characterization standpoint. I think it's an interesting mechanic. I don't want to pretend like I can do all of the discourse on whether that's problematic or non-problematic, but it's a cool, fascinating way to do things. Thank you for shaving the game. Anyway, let's go talk to Beat and Rhyme.
Beat, Rhyme.
Talk about crap for luck, yo. Here comes phones.
Gathered any intel for the mission? No, not at all. But I know we'll get through it. We just have to take out the Master of A East, right? But then, what's this meme for?
Meme time!
Meme? What's a meme?
Oh, Shiki, you sweet innocent summer child. Although, to be fair, like, this game is from, like, the early 2000s, when it could be possible for a person not to know what a meme was. These were more innocent times.
I think Shiki could use our help. We can tell her, right?
Yeah, well, but only because it's Shiki.
So, what's a meme? Memes are words or ideas related to the missions. Whenever we hear or see one, it gets sent to our phones. My phone has the word blackout. Blackout?
Huh?
Huh? I just got the mail. You're right, it showed up on my phone. But what do memes do? They're for imprinting. So memes are for imprinting?
Meaning what?
Oh, imprinting's one of the player pin's powers. You can use it to send words into other people's heads.
This pin can do that? Neku is literally keeping his distance, by the way, which I think is so funny. Stupid little edgelord.
What's your take on today's mission? You mean defeat the Master of A East? We were there. It's pitch black. You can't see a thing. Pitch black? That might explain the meme. Oh yeah. When you imprint...
Yo, forget it, Ryan. Don't bother. Phones don't trust us anyway.
Don't be like that. A problem shared is a problem halved, right? If we don't help each other out, we might... No. There's nothing to worry about.
Come on, Ryan, let's bounce.
Beat's still mad. I wish we could patch things up.
Why? Just leave him alone. Quit worrying about everybody else.
Well, at least we know how to imprint memes now. That was nice of Ryan to tell us.
But what's the point?
Well,
What should I do? Considering the circumstances, but no, that won't do. What's tearing that guy up?
it looks like he can't make up his mind. Hey, Neku, why don't we try imprinting on him? Then we'll know what it does.
Okay. Why not? Let's give it a shot. You can imprint memes directly into people's minds during imprinting sequences. You can force them to think of Rickrolls. Oh god, I'm so old. Rickrolling is still a meme somehow, which I'm pleased with, but I don't know. What are the kids' memes into nowadays? TikTok? I don't know. I'm old. Anyway, a bunch of tutorial that we don't need. Let's just kill that pig. So the pigs are prize pigs. They're basically like they're piggy banks, essentially.
You're good as... Got this. Sweet.
And they always drop pins.
That was great.
So you just kill them real fast.
Losing's not an option.
What should I do? Considering, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mind scan. Imprint. You will be consumed by thoughts of the meme. Blackout. Which is not, and this is me. Okay, so a little bit of history lesson for you kids. The word meme was first coined by new atheist and all-around eugenicist shitbag Richard Dawkins. You may have heard of him. This is a little bit of a piece of crap, but he did invent coined the term meme. And his argument for it was that ideas can behave a lot like genes. A meme is a little piece of information that transmits itself, kind of like a virus. It imprints itself and transmits itself across populations. And that's his theory for one of the ways in which ideas spread, is that they spread through memetics, which is like the transfer of ideas between people. And he had all kinds of arguments about how like memes could be constructed in similar ways to organisms. Anyway, we're imprinting memes on his head, so just imagine your own super funny meme superimposed atop of the screen. I'll find one on like some shitty meme site and edit it into the video. Blackout. A blackout. That's right. First, I need to power down, I think. Yeah. First, I gotta power down. And then, what next? Oh, hell. Is that guy gonna be okay?
Well, we know how it works now. We'll work on finesse next time.
Is this really gonna help? Man, what do I do? What was that part I needed the replacement for? I can't go back and ask now.
Hey, isn't that the tech?
Yep, full of fail as usual. Oh god. Remember when we set the things were like fail or win? Ah, those were the good old days. No, they weren't. They were terrible, but they're not as bad as they are now, so I'm nostalgic for them anyway.
Neku!
I know. I'll try imprinting. Oh, not like that. It's for a blackout, you jackass. Oh yeah, I gotta fix the lighting. And to do that, I need something. I was heading to Dogensaga to pick it up. Something. What something? The guy would know. Maybe I should head back, but 777 stands between me and him. If I go back without the part, I'm dead. Damn it. I wish someone would ask for me.
The guy? Was there somebody by the stage?
Indeed there was, Neku, my boy. Let's just do another fight. I'll try and not do too many fights, but, you know, we need a few. Plus, the combat system has the best music.
Sweet! I got this! So, who's next?
Maybe I should change pins a little bit. Oh, yeah, I got the ice blow. I kind of prefer that to the fire. Oh, right, stage. Inside the stage, not... I keep skipping ahead, like, to later points in the game, because I remember them, but no, we have to do things in order. Specifically... Where are you at? There he is. I can't believe he's not back yet. How long could it possibly take to track down one little fuse?
A fuse? Is that what the tech's after?
And now we have the meme Fuse, which is a hilarious meme. It's the post-ironic meme that originated on Tumblr, and then it got picked up by 9gag, and then Reddit started using it, and then it's on 4chan, and now it's racist, so... You need a fuse, jackass. The fuse? I have to fix the lights, and I need a new fuse to do it. Huh, what relief. Crap! I gotta book it! I have to hurry!
And away he goes. Maybe he'll buy the part now. Or maybe he won't. We'd better follow him.
Yeah. By the way, there's more art appreciation. Hang on. Look at the left side of the screen right now. Like, that wall graffiti looks so cool! It is the same one that's on the wall here that I'm running back and forth in front of. And some screens, like, have more perspective distortion than others, right? This screen right here is not as obviously distorted as the previous one that we were on, but take a look at the crosswalks, for example. These ones are basically... We're looking down at... You can see they're completely regular rectangles, so it's like we're looking down at this crosswalk from directly above, right? But then these bikes... Oh, hang on. But then these bikes that we see here are kind of sideways on. And then the same thing for the traffic lights. And then we have this crosswalk right here, which is clearly like disappearing into the distance there. So every screen, there are these weird perspective distortions that you almost kind of don't notice a lot of the time, just because your brain kind of gets used to it. But it is a completely weird, distorted, sort of hyper-stylized version of the world. And everything, of course, is rendered with... This is the part of the aesthetic that I really like. Everything is rendered with these flat colors. Like, there's very little texture work, really, when you look around at the objects in the environment. Like, you can see some texture on this... God damn it, stop walking into things. You can see a little bit of texture work on, like, the pillars right here. If you look very closely, it's probably hard to see on this tiny screen, but there's a little bit of dithering to do some texture work on the pillars, but mostly you get these flat color surfaces. Like, the ground is just like this uniform gray, and then it has these jagged, lighter patches of gray and slightly darker patches of gray, you're barely visible. And then everything is overlaid with lots of, like, lighting directions. And the lighting directions in this game are also all over the place, by the way, because... Anyway, we'll talk about it later. You have to finish the thing.
Look, he just went inside.
Let's move. Thank you! You saved my life! I'll never forget this!
Oh, he finally bought what he needs.
Now maybe we can get some light.
We should head back too.
There we go. Quit playing around. Wait. I got the part. Damn right you do. Now fix the lights. Yeah.
That should do it.
Finally, we can see inside.
Yeah, come on.
I should probably save because there's a boss fight coming up, just in case. What's the story? That should just about do it. All fixed? Yep, try flipping the breaker. Okay, here goes. Huh? Oh good, the power blew again. What? Why? I thought you fixed it. What's wrong now?
I don't know. Maybe the fuse wasn't the problem.
Wait, something is in here.
Huh?
It's coming. Get ready. Boss fight. So, this one's troublesome. Because Neku doesn't have anything he can hit right now. So it's all up to Shiki. She has to take out the little bats in order to reveal the big sucker. And this is where the double attack comes in handy because it keeps the little bats under control. And the more little bats you take out, the more the light comes back on. And as the light comes back on, this guy becomes vulnerable to attack and doesn't move and can't do damage, but he does release little bats into the upper rafters. And with enough little bats up there, as you can see, the big bat is sending them up there right now, the lights get turned off again. So I'm not looking at the lower screen right now, so I don't really know what I'm doing, which is a problem because that bat hits really fucking hard. Got him.
That was nothing.
Okay, good.
Jeez, talk about a heart attack. But that was the master, right?
Nope, the clock's still ticking.
You're kidding. Then where's the master?
No, we're out of time.
Don't drop the ball now, yo. Here's your master.
Beat, rhyme.
Yo, looks like we made it.
Yep, the timer's gone now. Mission complete. But I'm so confused.
Huh? It's fixed? You sure?
Uh-huh, the light should work now.
Okay, I'm gonna go tell the others.
And looks like they're in business. This place is gonna fill right up. We should step outside for now. Oh, so taking out the giant bat wasn't enough. Whoops. Good thing you two came along. We owe you.
Man, you two should have gathered more info, yo. I'm talking to you, phones. What, Ryan?
Stop trying to act tough, Beat. We didn't have all the info either. You wouldn't have found the little golden bat if it wasn't for them. Know why?
Let me guess. We had to beat the big golden bat first.
Yeah, you act like you got the answers now, but you was freaking out before.
So were you, Beat.
Yeah, which side you on, yo? Yeah, at least I got the job done, eh? Yeah, I heard that, yo. Who said you could laugh at me?
Look, the concert's starting. Wait,
What's up now?
how come we were able to talk to him? You know, 777?
Because he's a Reaper.
What?
What?
Mr. Hanakoma explained all this. Did you forget? And more flashback. Now, listen up. This Shibuya ain't your Shibuya. It's the composer's Shibuya, which means the Reapers used to run the game. No matter what happens, people won't see you, won't hear you, and they definitely won't help you. Your partner's the only one who can keep you alive.
So, we're basically invisible?
Only those involved with the game can see you.
So, the players, the Reapers, and you?
Right.
Why am I even in this stupid game?
All players come to the RG from the RG to the UG for a common reason, and each must forfeit the one thing they value most as an entry fee.
What we value most? Do we get it back?
Yeah, if you win.
And if we don't?
You'll lose your entry fee forever, and, well, your right to exist.
That's right. You mentioned only Reapers and other players can see us. So, we're on our own. You think we'll make it?
We'll make it. No matter what.
Think you can deliver, phones?
Hey, you know, we really do make a good team. Starting tomorrow, what do you say we work together? We only survived today because of teamwork. I agree. And what doesn't kill us only makes us stronger.
Yeah, if Rhyme's down with it, then so am I.
No objections, Neku?
How can I object? Still don't know anything about the UG, or about myself or the Reapers. All I do know is that these guys aren't my enemies.
Hey, Neku, remember what Mr. Hanakoma said?
Trust your partner. I remember. And now I see why. What else can I trust? Especially in a backwards Shibuya like this. Just don't drag me down.
Yay, that settles it. Here's to teamwork. Today, 6 players were erased, sir.
6? My.
That puts us at the 50% erased mark. One full day earlier than expected.
Ishigawa's doing nicely then.
Yes, sir. That concludes today's report. We have our regular meeting tomorrow. Same time as always, sir.
Right, good work.
Is something amiss, sir?
No, it's just... I have a feeling that tomorrow's game will be very entertaining.
Who to trust? Good question. And that, my friends, is going to be where we cut the episode. I don't think every episode is going to be just one day long, but it certainly seems to be a good length for them so far. So if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of The World Ends With You with me, then feel free to hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below, because they help the channel out by making numbers go up, which the YouTube algorithm wants, and it doesn't want numbers to go down because of... so that's a nice thing to do. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. You can use them if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's completely okay as well. Memberships are also available on this channel for $1 a month. Outside of that, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to wash your hands, and for God's sake, if you're in America especially, wear a mask, and try to have some solidarity with those people who are trying to make the world a better place.